We're now moving on to Akkadian art. This is a different society from the Sumerians, but they will follow many of the same cultural ideas. And this is a Semitic group that came in and conquered Mesopotamia. The region will become bilingual, speaking a mix of Hebrew and what will soon become Arabic. And they expanded on much of what the Sumerians accomplished, especially writing. And the loyalty will shift at this point from loyalty to your city-state to loyalty to the ruler. And we're going to see that in the art as well. First, we have the head of an Akkadian ruler, and this is a massive copper head. It's life-size, and it's a blend of naturalism and abstraction. The piece is made of copper, and it's hollow cast. The reason it's hollow cast is to save resources. So you don't want to use more copper than you need. And what we're seeing is an attempt possibly at a portrait. Some of these elements are likely very similar to the king in question, while others are more generalized. And that could be a number of different things. That could be symbolism related to the ruler at the time, taking over for those very specific details. It could be idealization of the ruler, because the ruler is sort of ruler and god at the same time, or at least related to the gods in some way at the same time. So there's a lot of different possibilities here. And the eyes would have again had rock crystal and other stones added to create sort of what we would see as a glass eye today, something that looks pretty realistic. From there, we come to the Victory Stele of Narim-sin. Now, a stele, again, is a stone relief monolith commemorating a specific event. In this case, it's Narim-sin, the Akkadian leader, who's defeating the Lulubi people. I love that name, Lulubi. And this is the first time that the king is being depicted as a god. If we look at him, he's got that horned helmet. It's adding animal-like elements to the ruler. So we're seeing the king as a god. We also see him idealized in terms of body form, which is something that you don't see in the ancient world. Sure, you do have guys who are built well, etc., but you don't see that really idealized form because there's diseases and things people will survive through that would have left marks on their body. Above him, we have 3 stars. Really, you see 2 of them. You can kind of see where the third was. And those 3 stars, apart from driving conspiracy theorists nuts because they say that it's some kind of Planet X, what those 3 stars do is they actually reflect the gods shining favorably on his victory, basically saying that this victory over the Lulubi people is preordained. It's something that had to happen. We also see a lot of dynamicism or movement in terms of body posture. If we look at the figure in front of him, for example, we see this figure seems to be trying to pull a spear out of his own neck. A sense of movement that we don't see in a lot of other art. So we see that there. Now, around 2150, the Akkadians will lose power. Another group will come into power. And the region will band together to drive that group out, creating what we know as the Neo-Sumerian societies.